Okay, I can't see the chat just yet because terms of service message just came up on my computer. So 1 second. Um, we have started. We have stated the specific age requirements for your country, reflecting the code-wide policies, and include a notice that if you're under 18, you must always have your parent or guardian's permission before using the service. Ooh. We've added a section to explain your responsibility to allow your child to use YouTube. That's actually kind of good. I like that. Businesses. Our terms now make clear that if you are using the service on behalf of a company or organization or business, accept this agreement. Yep. We've provided details about which one. Your content and conduct. This section applies to users who provide content to the service. It defines the scope of permissions. I'm not wearing any glasses. I actually need to get my eyes tested, so that I might need to wear glasses all the time because this is I'm actually having problems. Permission that grant by uploading the content and includes your agreement not to upload anything that infringes on anyone else's rights. Key updates, license. We've clarified the content license you grant us to make it easier to understand. We're not asking for additional permissions, and there's no difference in how we're using your content. That's fine. Duration. The section now includes more clarity about the duration of your content license. For example, we have removed the right for YouTube to use your comments in perpetuity. Perpetuity. I can't say properly. Includes clear examples of the limited occasions when we might need to use your content after you've removed it. Okay, removals. We have included a link of tools you'll need to remove your content, as well as clear descriptions about why we might need to take down your content. Yep. We may automatically analyze content on YouTube to help detect abuse and keep the platform safe. I know. Account suspensions and terminations. This section explains how you and YouTube may terminate this relationship. Key updates. Terminations. Our terms now include more details about how we might need to terminate our agreement with bad actors. Bad actors? I know they mean actors as in like a legal sense, not like, you know, a profession. But what if somebody's a bad actor? They basically like, we're terminating you because you can't act. But they're funny. I can't act. I'm a bad actor, but yeah. We provide a greater commitment to give notice when we take such action, and what you can do to appeal if you think we've got it wrong. We also added instructions for you, which you must accept if you decide you are no longer want to use the service. It's easy. You just delete your channel. It's not like it's hard. Software licenses. We've made the software license we grant you more specific and include more detail around it. Other legal terms, basically, they haven't changed much. They haven't changed much. So why? So I'm not logged into YouTube? No. Which is fine. I do not need to be logged into YouTube yet. So, no. Preston's here. He says, "Hey Tubbs, howdy. What are you doing here on Saturday night, huh?" Yeah, so I basically don't have anything planned. I'm just going to hang out with you guys. I did see the new Spider-Man, and I have thoughts. And I do want to get on. I do want to get to them. So I have an old thing. I have an old tissue on the floor of my office that apparently got wet when I stepped in a puddle or something outside, and basically it stuck to my floor. So whatever. Anyway, yeah, I have thoughts on it. It was very good. It was very good. I love Happy. He is. I've always had a thing for Jon Favreau. I've always liked Jon Favreau, but in this movie, for some reason, he just seems to be more yummy looking, acting, everything. It's just very nice that he's there. Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal was awesome in this film. However, it seemed to have I don't know. Is it weird of me to think that I kind of wanted more of him in the film? I don't know. So there's stuff happening outside. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just I'm just very on the fence about everything with the movie. I liked it. Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson's character, I did think was very asshole-ish. I mean, it's kind of explained why in the film, but I've never wanted to, I've never hated Nick Fury ever. But I've actually found myself really kind of every other sentence he said kind of wound me up. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know. I just don't know how. I don't know if this is any better than any of the other. It's not better than. It's about the same. I've got the same kind of like. I had the same level of excitement and enjoyment out watching this than I did of the Homecoming film. Spider-Man Homecoming basically made me feel good. It was nice. I liked it. It was cool. I wasn't wowed by it. I think that's what it is. I wasn't like super mega amazed at it. But I think that's only because we know the characters by now and stuff like that. They do have some interesting stuff that I kind of wanted to go into more detail of. Because spoilers, if you haven't seen Endgame, which you should totally go see Endgame, but spoilers for Endgame, not for anything else. Basically, the 5-year jump that they do, they basically this movie happens when that has happened, and there's a 5-year gap, and people have gone, and then they've reappeared, and they even show this happening at one stage in the movie. They basically show like a clip of like people disappearing, and then they show a clip of people coming back, and they call it like the blip or something. I can't remember what they call it, but they call it something blip like. I just wish there was more explaining why, explaining what happened, why this happened, what happened to civilization. There's a huge there's like one character in particular. It's like they explain that the entire school didn't disappear. It basically, everybody in the school basically didn't disappear. That some students were still around. They were still alive. And of course, because they're students, they've aged 5 years. So that 5 years means that they're older now. They've either gone to college or they are younger students, and it's weird. It's a really cool thing that your little brother, basically, who didn't disappear, is now your older brother. Stuff like that. They actually mentioned this. One of the characters actually, one character mentions this. I just wish there was more of that stuff. I wish that basically we understood more of what has happened. So in case anybody's wondering, I've got a mosquito bite on my face. It's bugging the crap out of me because it's itchy. But yeah, I really like Jake Gyllenhaal in this. He was good. The whole Mysterio thing I thought was kind of cool. It's he's an awesome character. I really like Mysterio in this. I can't really talk about anything else. I'm trying to be as not spoilery as possible. I'm trying to be as not spoiler. I'm trying not to give away too much. I don't want there to be I'm trying to be really, really careful about some stuff. And please don't spoil anything in the chat, by the way. That would suck if you did that. Seriously, not cool if you do that. Yeah, I think that's all I can say about it. Happy was great. Mysterio was pretty good. Spider-Man himself, I'm a big Tom Holland fan. I'm a big fan of the character as well, and his version of Spider-Man is my favorite Spider-Man, and I love everything about this character. It's pretty cool. I just want to warn people so that they don't go out if you haven't seen this movie yet and you're planning to see this movie. There are two end credit sequences. There's one after the main credits and then after the scrolling credits. So basically, stick around for those. Although the scrolling credits go on for a long time. This was shot in a lot of places. I'm pretty sure I saw part of my back garden in this film. That's how many places this was shot in. Because you'll see stuff like, we want to thank like our Australian unit and stuff like that. And it's like, holy crap, where else was this shot? They seem to have shot this around the planet Earth. So yeah. Oh, and again, spoilers for Endgame, but Iron Man's death, holy crap, do they not shut up about Iron Man being dead? Like, wow, it's all over the movie. I get it. He's kind of a father figure to Spider-Man, to Peter Parker and everything. But oh my god, it's just like, there's murals up, there's people like there's candles around the murals up. Basically people keep talking about it just all the time. Even because I've got HS, I can pick out what some of the extra chatter talk that they put on, because the extras aren't actually saying anything in the background, because then they would have speaking parts. What they've done is they've ADR'd some people talking, just lots of people talking, and what they've done is just every now and again you'll hear little snippets of like, it's like, I really miss Iron Man. It really sucks that Iron Man's gone. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys, we get it. Oh, it's crazy. It's there's just so much, but there is a reason for it. I get it. I get the reason. It's just that it was it was a bit much. It was a bit much. I haven't read the chat. I'm sorry about that. But Edgar Martinez says, "May you show your belly, please? May you show your belly, please? Can you show your belly, please? Just it's weird. Yes, I can do that. Bearbuff's here. Hey, Bearbuff. How are you doing, dude?" But he says, "Hey, Tubbs. Howdy." Sorry, my leg is waggy tail. FMF says they should just show the credits to get it out of the way than the movie. They used to do that a long time ago. Like what they used to do. They used to do that. They used to do the they would show the credits and stuff like that. And I think actually with the the modern Marvel Renaissance, the movie the MMM, the Marvel movie Renaissance, from X-Men 1 onwards, basically, they actually X-Men, the X-Men 1 film, they actually did show a rather large like beginning credit sequence to do with like DNA and whooshing past camera, like crappy CG and all that stuff. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. But yeah, they used to do that. They used to do that all the time. They used to do that all the time. But they basically would have like a large credit sequence. But now what they've seemed to do is put it at the end. There's like all of the movies now, all of the Marvel movies especially, seem to have this weird weird kind of like credits thing where the credits kind of like they come out with like around a statue that's moving around, or basically they'll show all of the color clips, like a small animated flash movie of like the color charts that they were doing for the set decoration and stuff like that, like in Thor Ragnarok, and then they'll show the proper scrolling credits. So yeah, I understand what you mean. It's just that they seem to be all at the end. And I get it. I get it. I do understand like why this has happened over time, but I do find it funny that basically it's gonna appear at the beginning of the movie again. They don't want to spoil anything. That's the thing. They don't want to spoil anything. It used to be they used to just have like a picture, and then they would show like the title of the movie, and then they would say starring, and then like a bunch of names would pop up, and then basically like the names would disappear, and then like the picture would move. So what they would do when they made movies, and I'm talking like old westerns, like classic Hollywood stuff, what they would do when they made movies was they would basically shoot like the middle of a field or something, and then after the credits rolled up, they basically would just like pan the camera so that it's facing a house or something, you know, an establishing shot. So yeah, that's what they would do. But they and then they got more elaborate, and now they basically are, like I said, they went away for a long time, and now of course they are at the end of movies before the scrolling credits. So yeah. Anyway, well, it is Marvel. Jean Grey proves that no one stays dead. I don't understand the reference. Are you talking about the whole X2 and 3 thing? X-Men 2 and X-Men 3 thing? Because not the Dark Phoenix thing. I haven't seen Dark Phoenix yet. Somebody said that basically it's not worth watching. And I've not really been invested in the whole X-Men franchise, you know. Ever since they basically decided that Wolverine is the coolest guy on the planet, I basically kind of am just like, I'm not that fussed. I'm not that fussed. You know? So I've not really been that way. But yeah, there's not a real way that they could actually bring Iron Man back. I don't think, FMF. I think once somebody dies in the Marvel verse, it basically they do stay dead. You know, because we haven't seen Loki, not Loki. We haven't seen Anthony Hopkins, Odin. We haven't shown. You know, we haven't. He hasn't been shown since he's been dead. Which is a real shame because I think, you know, Anthony Hopkins as Odin is like perfect casting. You know, I wanted to see more Odin. I'm really kind of that's the one thing out of one of my favorite Marvel movies. It's Thor Ragnarok. It's the one sin that they do. They basically don't treat his death with any gravitas or anything like that. They kept killing people off that I liked as well in Thor Ragnarok, including Hela. You know, I'm sorry, spoilers. But yeah. Bebas doing fine. That's cool, dude. And he says, "How are you, dude?" I'm okay. I didn't sleep last night, so I'm a bit whacked in the head. But apart from that, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm feeling good. I basically I had a lot of sushi, like a lot of sushi. I had a lot of sushi and pasta, sushi and pasta. So I'm nice and full. I think that's why I want to, you know, I'm feeling a bit tired because I kind of want to go to sleep, but can't yet. Not bedtime yet. I'm talking. I am talking the comics too. I grew up with Marvel. The number of times Jean Grey would died and come back became running gag. Well, I mean, you know, she did have the Phoenix entity in her, and you know what Phoenixes do, right? You know that they're a mythological creature that's known for its, you know, its life cycle of a phoenix is weird. The point is that they're kind of immortal. But yeah, kind of immortal. Everyone always forgets this. Everyone always forgets this. It basically, like a phoenix, it's kind of immortal. It basically, phoenixes are birds of fire, legendary birds of fire. And what they do is they basically, if anybody's seen Harry Potter, they'll know that a phoenix, when it comes to the end of its life, will basically just randomly, spontaneously combust, like properly, and like turn into ash. And in the pile of ash, you will find an egg, and basically it will become, you know, it will be reborn. It's important to know, though, that in my opinion, it's very much like the whole transporter thing. I'm not entirely convinced. I know it's magic, okay, but I don't care. I'm not entirely convinced that the being that you're going to get from the egg is the same creature. That you basically, it's made out of the same stuff, but it's not the same creature. It's just, it's not this, it won't have the same consciousness. But then again, you know, every time we go to sleep, we don't have the same consciousness when we wake up. So yeah. Anyway, there's the whole thing. It's this whole thing. I am talking the. I already read that. Wow, sushi, yummy. It was so good, but God, do I feel thirsty? Holy crap! Oh. It's the rice. It sucks all the moisture out of like your. It kind of fights the whole digestion thing. Rice does because rice retains water. It sucks water. It's not hydrophobic. It's hydro something. I can't remember the term. Hydrophobic is a water repellent, isn't it? It's kind of like it doesn't like to touch water. Hydroholic? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it absorbs water and stuff like that. So yeah. Jesus! I just watched. I was just watching a new sushi recipe on YouTube. You know what? When we was at the market, hydrophilic. Hydrophilic. That sounds right. Thanks, FMF. FMF is my unofficial fact checker and basically and converter. You know, he's. I was about to say something mean then. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Give me a break. I was about to say he's like that, you know, calculator app that you can't get rid of on your phone. that is actually really useful for certain things. You know, he's a converter and a calculator and stuff like that. And apparently a dictionary. Sorry, FMF, but that's just what I was gonna say. I didn't actually say it until I explained that I was gonna say it. But it sounds mean. But no, I don't think of you as an app that I want to get rid of, but is in fact actually really helpful. I think of you as completely the opposite. You're really helpful, and I don't want to get rid of you. It's the weirdest, most awkward way that I can phrase that. Anyway. Yeah, I was in the supermarket, and I also saw that you could actually get we can get in our local supermarket sushi rolls. You know, the seaweed wraps stuff, and also sushi rice. But the thing is that you can actually make sushi rice. You can make any rice sushi rice by simply adding a little bit of mayonnaise to. I think I've already explained this before. If you just add a tiny bit of mayonnaise to cooked rice, then basically it will all stick together and stuff like that. and it also tastes like sushi rice. It's yeah, because that's all that sushi rice is. It's basically it's got a tiny bit of like syrup in it, and then they dry it so you can store it. So it becomes sushi rice. It's basically the sugar binds it together so it doesn't just fall apart. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, dude, sushi rice includes salt and vinegar. I didn't know about the salt or the vinegar. But I put soy sauce. It's probably the soy sauce as well. I put soy sauce on my sushi. So yeah. Well, how do you know I'm not on your phone? You stream from your phone. I could have been in there the whole time. Don't do that. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm sleepy drunk enough as it is, and I'm about to make that worse. Because I've got the funnel, it's all cleaned and stuff, and I am going to try to make an attempt to basically beat my record again. We're up to 31 seconds still, so yeah. Yep, you can do it at home. I know. It's actually not that hard. I've done it. I've actually done it before. But I've ordered the stuff. I've ordered it from like with my regular shopping. I've made homemade sushi before. It was quite fun. What mayonnaise? That's new. Yeah, that's actually something that's a little bit of a guilty secret of mine, is that if I've got leftover rice, to make the rice more palatable, I just I grab a condiment, you know, depending on what I'm feeling like eating. Essentially, I will squirt ketchup on it and mix it into the rice and make and just eat the rest of the rice so that I can get rid of the rice without throwing it away, because I always feel like it's a huge waste of food if I make extra, you know, if I make too much rice, then I do that. By the way, barbecue sauce is actually really nice. Just barbecue sauce and rice. Don't put too much barbecue sauce on your rice though when you want to use up the rest of your rice, because the smoky flavor of the barbecue sauce it is very overwhelming. It will basically just mask the blandness of the rice completely. So if you put too much barbecue sauce on, then essentially you've just put basically barbecue sauce in your mouth when you go to eat some of your barbecue sauce rice. But yeah, mayonnaise I found is the stickiest thing, and also it tastes like sushi rice because it gives it that tiny bit of sweetness to it. This is not diet mayonnaise, by the way, and it sticks everything together. And it also is white, so it basically looks like rice. So essentially, it kind of just sticks all the rice together, and yeah, it just does it exactly like, you know, sushi rice. In fact, I found out somewhere that actually I can't remember who does this. But there's actually like I think I saw in a cooking show at one stage where somebody was like they were out of sushi rice, so they just used their regular rice and just added a tiny bit of mayo and mixed it up whilst they were cooking it somehow, and basically it became sushi rice kind of like almost instantly. Anyway, it's also a little bit smaller. Sushi rice is actually a little bit smaller than regular rice. It doesn't matter. Brother dude, it's not an easy thing to do. Well, it's not that bad. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You literally, you get your sushi rice, you put it in a wrap, and you put like some stuff that you want in your sushi. This is assuming you're gonna make a roll, and you basically just you roll it all together like a sausage roll, like you would pastry with a sausage roll. and then you just cut it, and you've got sushi. You got a sushi roll. So I've done it quite a few times. I've actually done it quite a few times. I've done it when I lived in lived near London. Anyway, guys, I don't know if Jeffrey's going to be here. He seems to be missing notifications and stuff. I kind of wish I could go poke him, but there's nothing I can poke him on, you know? Pokemon. It's no big deal. So yeah, should I try to beat my record with the funnel, with the beers and the funnels and the yumminess, or not? Crazy thing happened to me today. My birthday was a week ago, and I just received all my presents today. Well, that's cool. Happy birthday, by the way. I would get you something, but I don't have any money. I'm actually like almost. I'm actually just out of money, and it kind of sucks. it's really irritating when you're like, where did that money go? Oh yeah, I went to Vegas. That was awesome. But now I don't have any money. Like, but I went to Vegas, and it's like, yes, it went to Vegas. It's like, shut up, brain. Don't try to be smart with me. But yeah, what did you get? Hope you got something really awesome for your birthday. It's funny, my brother's birthday was yesterday. I got him a bottle of drink of alcohol that he likes. That's all I got. Which, to be honest, is more than he ever gets me. So I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to go into that. But yeah. So what have I done? I've done a Spider-Man review. I've done. We talked about rice for a little bit. So yeah, I think it is time for this. Let me just get my stoppy watch working. Stoppy watch. Oh boy. So there's some weird noises happening outside, and to be fair, in my head too. I've had weird thoughts all day. I have no idea why. I'm not going crazy. I find it very hard to focus. You know, when I'm tired, I find it very hard to focus on anything. So yeah. America is hot right now, so I'm sleepy as hell. Hot days make me tired, even if it is cool inside, and I hate it. Actually, that is the reason that you're tired, because basically, when you're outside and there's a lot of air, it basically which there should be, then you're gonna feel tired because it's a lot of warm air, so it makes you feel very lethargic. And when you lay down in the cool air, it's the perfect environment for people to go to sleep. So basically, you combine the two, it kind of means that if you just come in from being hot outside, it's suddenly your body's circadian rhythm will kind of like shift to, okay, it's sleepy time now, and your body will prepare yourself for sleeping. Doesn't mean that you're going to sleep. Doesn't guarantee sleep. Believe me, I know. But it does mean that that you're getting ready. Your body is like preparing yourself for trying to go to sleep. So yeah. we've already had a hot bit. We're basically having, it's going from hot to stormy at the moment, so it keeps switching between those two, which makes it really irritating because all of today it hasn't rained, but it's looked like it was, you know, we've had stormy clouds, like really threatening rain, but no rain, and it's really pissing me off because I want to get my office cleaned out, but I can't do that because I need it to be nice and not raining outside, so that I can put everything outside, so I can do the hoovering and do the like brushing of the walls and all that cleaning stuff. Because yeah, anyway, crazy presents: JBL Cinema Around sound system, coffee machine, Netflix for 1 year. I like them all. I don't know how my friends knew that I needed them all. They just knew. Well, yeah, that's the good thing about presents. About presents. I don't know what about presents. My throat decided to do that just now, halfway through that sentence. If you look back, it just went like this, which is the silly voice that I use when I was talking to my nephews when they were younger. Because it was a funny silly voice. Ah, hello. There's a not small spider on the floor, but it's brown. Like the floor's brown. So I didn't notice it until I was quite close to it. And I bent down to get my beers. That was actually kind of funny. I just stumped to the ground and all of a sudden a tiny bit of dust just went. Come on, you're supposed to detect vibrations and go away from them, not towards them. Remember that. No. What if I stood on you? Huh? It doesn't care. It doesn't care. It is majestic, like my house almost exploded. Ah! No! Again, you ran towards the vibration? What are you, a moron? Now if I move my chair, it will squish you. Are you missing a leg? It doesn't want to fight me. It's confusing. Underneath my chair. I can't do anything about it. It will not fit in the spider jar. Well, not easily. Maybe if I stomp. Okay, I'm confused. I'm just really confused. I don't know what to do. I'm going to try to get the brush. Well, I'm going to get in the mop because I can reach the mop. Just. That's right. And I've blocked it from actually going on the chair, and I don't know where it is. Oh, I see it. Okay, it's on the bag next to my chair. Okay. Hello. Now I can move. Why you don't spray something on the floor? It doesn't work. I put spider repellent around the doors and in the corners of the room. Doesn't work. Somebody said conkers, put conkers in the corner of the room, and they do not like them. Doesn't work. Peppermint apparently works wonders. They hate peppermint plants. So essentially, whenever I get the chance to see a peppermint plant, I'm going to go find it. I'm going to go buy it and put it in here and see if that works. But yeah, no, spiders don't give a shit in here apparently. Also flies. Peppermint plants also repel a lot of insects, including flies and mosquitoes. Apparently, I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but I'm hoping it's not totally false. Anyway, I've got a freshly rinsed out funnel here, and we're going to try to see if that works. Just in case. Hi, Jeff. What? There's a bit of like plastic. I do not want to go in the funnel, so I'm going to get that off of Cam. Please don't crawl on my shoe or anything. It's missing a couple of legs. I hope it's okay. But yeah. Anyway. So are things at work, dude? Are you asking me how things are at work? Still not that great, but there's nothing I can do about that really. Did have an interesting conversation with somebody last night, who basically a while ago he basically offered to be a sponsor for the channel, for this channel, the Bear Tubs Network and stuff like that. Said that basically he was rich and had all this money that he wants to give to me so that I can enjoy many good nice big meals and stuff like that. Well, is now refusing to pay me, so whatever. It apparently doesn't know how to work PayPal, but I'm not gonna go into any details about like what's going on there. But yeah, okay, so we're trying to beat 31 seconds. Just clear my throat before I do this. So yeah. 31 seconds is the time to beat. I keep repeating that. I'm just trying to, yeah. Thirty-two seconds. 32 seconds. So 32 seconds, it still didn't beat the record. I don't know what to do to get my time up. I tried letting my throat just open and it just isn't happening. And again, the beer just like collects at the bottom. See, it just perpetually fills with beer, just very slowly. Anyway. Uh-oh. Guys, the spider's gone. Where'd it go? Well, hopefully it's not going to be on my leg or something horrible like that. Hi, Tubbs. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry you haven't slept because of so many snuggles. It's okay, Jeff. Honestly, don't worry about it. Hi, Bear Buff. Good big cat so many snuggles. How can anyone sponsor the channel? It's very simple. All you got to do is basically go to any of my channel's home pages, and there should be a PayPal icon in the corners somewhere. And all you got to do is basically click on that, and then you can donate however much you want to the channel. It's super easy because it's PayPal. But apparently, this one person doesn't understand it at all, which is a shame. What are you gonna do? But hey, Jeffers. Can't remember if I already said hey, Jeffers. That was great, Tubbs. It's a second over the recorded on camera record time. I used to be able to do it in like 15 seconds or less. Like a liter of beer in like 15 seconds or less. It used to be no problem. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm, twice as old as when I set that record. I don't know. Don't know. Lewis Jones is here and he says, "Hey Tubbs, howdy. Hope you enjoyed the movie yesterday, Tubbs. It was good. Like I did. Watch the playback, Jeff. I talked about it a lot at the beginning of the stream. So yeah." So yeah. By the way, Bebuff, when that's the way that anybody can sponsor the channel. Like that's kind of like a tip jar kind of thing. But when I'd say that this person was planning to sponsor my channel, we're talking about like a regular payment of regular amount of money to sponsor my channel. So that was awesome. That was going to be awesome. That would basically mean that I could do this as a job, like in perpetuity, But no. Tubbs, was it a big spider? It's not that small. It's about that big. Leg to leg, it's about that big, and it's invisible. So I have no idea where it is right now. Annoyingly, it's the same shade of brown as the floor. So what did I have for dinner? I had lots of sushi, and it was super nice. I see, like on a regular basis, monthly, weekly, says Bearbuff. Yes. It was basically going to be, I'm guessing a monthly payment. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We haven't worked that part out yet, but yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Jeff, it seems to be like he's all talk, He has given me money in the past, and I appreciate that. But when you basically have the means and you show the willing that you want to help somebody, and you don't, you're kind of an asshole, So, like I said, I'm starting to doubt this person, but it doesn't matter. Sushi, exactly. Sushi is super yummy. I do like my sushi, but the thing is that I can't eat like a lot of it. Well, I get indigestion. Although that might just be because I eat it. I eat sushi really fast. So, yeah. The second that the last bit of rice is gone from my mouth, I eat another sushi. So yeah, sushi is delicious. In Texas Tubbs, he shouldn't have said it if he really didn't mean it. Exactly. And he keeps talking at me like this. That basically I'm amazing and all this stuff, and I don't mind compliments, but excessive complimenting kind of bugs the crap out of me. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm definitely more of an actions than words kind of person. So yeah. Hey, if you paid me enough money, you basically could say whatever you wanted, as long as he wasn't a dick, you know. But yeah, some people. I've unblocked him from everything as well, which is kind of a thing. I don't know if he's going to stay unblocked. He might appear in the chat because somebody blocked him on here. Somebody blocked him on here. I think it was Panafox that blocked him. I can't remember who it was exactly, but they told me that they blocked him because he expected me to end the live stream so that I could talk to him privately on on private, on a private video call, and that's not fair, because this is something that if you're going to support the channel, that's great, but like, you got to support the channel, and the channel has live streams, and if I'm in the middle of a live stream, I'm not going to just end it just to talk to you, unless it's like something super urgent. So yeah, winds me up so much. I don't understand why he's being such an arsehole. I don't get it. Anyway, sounds like he's a blowhard. Definitely actions speak louder than words. I wouldn't say that. I think that's a bit harsh, to be honest. I just kind of, like I said, he's made claims in the past, and I'm not sure that these claims are actually actions. That they won't relate to actions, in my opinion. That was creepy. I felt something touch my leg just now. So yeah. I guess people can support the channel by different ways. Yeah, exactly. Jeff, like Bearbuff, for example, you've supported the channel greatly by giving me a really expensive camera, this one, and like you've given me things, which is super nice, and I do so appreciate them. And some people have donated money for me to make videos and stuff for them, and that's also a valid way, and I really do appreciate those. I try to make them the best. I make the videos to the best of my ability. And some people have just been really super nice and just donated just wherever they could, and that's been great. However, I don't think I've had a donation in a year. I haven't had yeah, it's a thing. Is he the one that said he owned a restaurant, Tubbs? Yes. Yes. I'm not going to name names, but Jeffrey, you seem to know who we're talking about here. So yeah. He's not a jerk. He has given me money in the past and stuff, but it's just that it got to a point where it felt very much like I was, he was basically manipulating me into begging him for money and stuff. And I don't like being messed with. Why can't he just the way that I am and who I am, and just, if he's going to sponsor me or donate money to me, then do it by the way the ways and means that I've set up. You know, like I've got a way in which people can like send me money, and he doesn't want to do it that way. He wants it basically so that it feels very much like he wants it so that I'm very dependent on him. And I don't want that to be the thing, because I'm not dependent on anybody. I basically, you know, apart from the house, which basically my partner lets me live here. Not entirely rent free. You know, I basically do contribute, so I'm not like a freeloader or anything. I just I want to be I am independent. I'm a strong independent woman. I don't need no mate. Sorry. I am too busy giving all my extra money to political causes because my country is having problems. That's fair enough, FMF. But it's just that, like, if, for example, if you wanted me to make a video for you, or like wanted me to make a drawing for you or anything like that, then you know you would send me money, right? You know, you basically pay for a product that I'm producing. You know, it's not just donating for me for the sake of donating, but you would do that. But yeah, there's the difference. There is a difference. I am trying to provide a service. I'm basically, yeah. Jimmy Flexstrom says sound is low. Turn up your volume. Wish you all the best, Tubbs, and I hope the fans can support you all the way because you deserve much more. Bear Buff, I'm not begging for money. I'm not. I know that's not what you said, but honestly, I'm not. I'm not begging for money. I'm not I'm not begging for money or anything like that. I hate that. In fact, you know, I would hate that. That bugs the crap out of me. If it feels like if I feel like I'm begging for money for anything, then that's not the case, guys. I'm really not. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm providing I want to provide a service, and you know, if I'm providing a service, I would expect to get paid for that service. So basically, that's what I mean. You know, if people want to donate money to me, then that's great because they feel like I provided them with a service, and I understand that, and that's great. But if you want a specific video or something, then send me money. You know, because I will make the video for you. Or if you want me to draw a picture for you, then send me money because I will make the picture for you or something like that. Anyway. Jimmy Flexstrom says sound is low. I've already read that one. Jimmy Flexstrom says, where are you hiding your degree in political science? I don't have a degree in political science. What? I'm just explaining why I'm not donating anymore. I get it, dude. FMF, I get it, honestly. I'm not begging, guys. I'm not. He's begging for money, got cardboard on the walls, living in a squalor. Me? This is just my office. My house is that way. This is just my office. It is a shed. I'm not living in squalor. I'm living with the bare minimal amount that a fat guy can live off of. So yeah. Bebuff says, didn't mean that all, just wishing you all the best. Bebuff, I get it. I just said that, in fact, in my little paragraph there. I did say in somewhere in there that I'm not saying this is what you were saying. I'm just saying that, you know, I hate begging, and I'm definitely don't, you know, I'm not entitled enough to think that basically people should just throw money at me. Like I said, I feel like to some people at least, I'm providing a service, and to the people who donate money to me, just that have donated to me in the past, they usually have sent me a message, something like, "Really enjoyed your videos and stuff. Thought that you would enjoy, you know, some money back for me enjoying the videos, stuff like that." So yeah. Jimmy says, "Stop talking politics like you have intelligence." Are you talking to me? I wasn't talking politics. I never went political. But okay. The legendary Blue Gamer says, "Can I join the Hangouts on Google?" Also, hello. I like that. Like, let me join the Hangouts. You know, let me in on the conversation. It's like, who are you? You know. Also, hello. It's like I don't what. I think something weird is happening in the Hangouts in the chat room. I think he's talking to me. I think Jimmy is looking for a fight. Okay. FMF, do you want to be a mod, by the way? I know I've asked this before, but on the server and on here, did you want to be a moderator? I timed him out, Tubbs. Dude, it's fine. He didn't say anything bad or anything. Yet. He was getting there. But yeah. The Legendary Blue Gamer says, "I'm a gamer and an actor. What have you acted in?" First of all, I don't know you, dude, unless you basically go by a different name online somewhere. Because all I've got is a picture of Sonic to go off of, so I don't really know who you are. So that's probably not going to happen for a while. Do you have a YouTube channel? Am I still on? I think I'm on. It's okay. The stream's back. It's just had a funny 5 minutes. I'm sorry about that. Howdy. I also did my version of Aladion. Aladion? What's Aladion? It has, right? Hasn't acted up for ages. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. So guys, I was gonna actually go soon anyway, but I'm glad the stream didn't die completely. So anybody got any last minute things that they want to talk to me about, or what questions that they want answered, or anything like that before I go? I don't know what I'm going to do. It's kind of my bedtime-ish, but I don't know yet. Thank you. Thank you, FMF, and thank you, Jeffrey. Right then, I think I'm going to hit the goodbye button. But before I go, belly rubs and belly salute. I don't think I can go to bed until the swelling has gone down a little bit, because I'm still kind of full of sushi. Yeah. Okay. So nothing just yet. Okay. Well, I will be back tomorrow to do a LiveTUBBs weekly. Seriously, my speech impediment has gotten worse since every time I don't sleep very well, my speech impediment gets weird. I do apologize, guys. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow for LiveTUBBs weekly. I don't know when exactly that's going to be, but hopefully it's not going to be super crazy late. But you never know with me. Probably is going to be like 5 a.m. or something stupid like that. For me, probably not for you, but yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll see you then. Bye.